Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. This is the main news on Camnet TV with me, Sylvia Zulu. Here are the top stories making headlines in our news tonight. LUSAKA woman stunned as operation reviews empty womb after 9-month pregnancy. KAMWALA traders drag LCC to court over demolition of makeshift stores. NUPPEZ opposes Teaching Council of Zambia's licensure examinations over capacity fears. In international news, Namibians pay homage to late President Hage GEINGOB. And in sports news, Cameroon Football Federation rejects President's offer to step down. To join me with the details shortly.
It's a January back-to-school promotion bonanza at Darren Bay. Take advantage of our massive price discounts and turn your wonderful school-going kids into stars. With a cornrows hairstyle going at only 30 kwacha for kids below 13 years and 50 kwacha for kids above 13 years, your child is guaranteed that neat and trusted, classy look. This curly, knotless hairstyle is going for as little as 150 kwacha from as high as 200 kwacha, wigs included. Now that's a classy saving. The sleek ponytail going at 80 kwacha from 120 kwacha makes your little one look like a true princess. Gift your pretty one with this lovely natural twist for as low as 60 kwacha from 100 kwacha, beads included. Now that's a cute saving. Your princess will look stunning in this curly ponytail at only 90 kwacha from the original 110 kwacha. Now that is a great deal. You will find us along Mosi Road, 4th Close, on the left after Kalikiliki Police Post in Ibex Hill, Lusaka. We are open from 0720 to 17 hours, 7 days a week. Call us for appointment bookings on 0772 870588 or WhatsApp on 0972 04 9213. Darren B, a touch of class.
Thank you so much for staying with us. And now the news in detail. A 31-year-old woman of LUSAKA's Kanyama compound has taken her former employer to a community human rights-based office, alleging that the former employer has not fulfilled its responsibility to cover her medical bills after she was involved in a road accident during a work trip. In an exclusive interview with Camnet TV, Faustina Chongo explained that the incident occurred on November 6, 2023, when she was sent to Chirundu by her former employer, whom she identified as Gordon Whip Brandt. She says she sustained severe injuries on her left hand and hip, and the company has neglected to address her medical expenses on grounds that they spent more resources in fixing the damaged vehicle.
A female employee has filed a complaint against her former employer, Godwip Brand, located off Mumbwa Road, Light Industrial Area, alleging negligence in addressing her medical expenses following a road accident while on a work-related journey. The incident has led her to seek intervention from a community human rights-based organization. In an interview, Faustina Chongo says on the 6th of November 2023, whilst traveling to Chirundu for a work-related assignment, she was involved in a road traffic accident at Kapiringozi around 14 hours. She says she was then transferred from the clinic in Chirundu to UTH and was admitted for 3 weeks without any assistance from the company.
Hospital UTH nafika kuja wananchitazimiti nankala 2 weeks vakunchito sibenzo bwera po even kutuma phone sivanatumeko phone kuti vamvere mwenza kutira so life inakwera anikosera benzo ntandizira chabe ni vantu chabe vena peza kuja ma neighbors mu hospital muja ndiye benzo ntandizira Vanabora 2 weeks penda kwana vanabora vambonitumizira ndirama yavokudya. Vana vambonitumizira ndirama yavokudya pakanankara 3 weeks mucha vanandichita stage vanandichosa but nikali kuenda kuja ku hospital.
Ms. Chongo alleges that she has been following the company for financial assistance since November, but no help has been rendered till date. And Concerned Citizens and Human Rights Director Richard Nkua is appealing to relevant authorities and well-wishers to assist Ms. Chongo as she is in pain. Mr. Nkua has further called on the Ministry of Labour to ensure that foreign companies respect the labour laws of the country.
Appealing to the relevant authorities to come on board and help our sister who is at pain right now. Despite following all the channels which she has followed, the companies have decided to pay death here. We are appealing to the Ministry of Labour. We are also appealing to the Human Rights Commission. We are also appealing to other relevant authorities that can come on board and help our sister to see to it that the company follow the guidelines of our land.
Cherish Sibote for Camnet News, Lusaka.
A Lusaka woman is demanding answers from Levi Mwanawasa University Teaching Hospital after a shocking revelation during labor. According to Roshini Piri, she went into labor at 21 hours on February 1st and underwent surgery at the hospital by 22 hours. Following the procedure, doctors informed her that she was not carrying a fetus. Mrs. Piri claims she was pregnant with twins for the past 9 months and underwent 3 scans at the hospital before being taken to the operating room. She is now seeking clarity and accountability from hospital management, questioning how such a significant miscommunication could occur during such critical moment. Let's get the details in this report.
Holding back her tears, Roshni Piri narrates how she went to Levi Mwanawasa Teaching Hospital to deliver and welcome her newborn twins to the world, only to be told after the operation that her womb was empty. Roshni Piri alleges that on February 1st, 2024, she went into labor and upon arrival at the hospital, 3 scans were carried out on her that solidified that she needed an operation in order to deliver safely.
Vananipima nokamba tusanga pape buno since my operation ya paka. It's better ende kuti ku theater. So zona vananishita maskani almost 3 or 5. Ati awe muntu ende ku theater. Nyumwe naendera ku theater. After vanishita operation onuza timara stina pezemo chili chonse.
Mrs. Amukena says she has been carrying her babies for the past 9 months and has been going for her antenatal appointments that prove that she was indeed pregnant.
Na mimba 9 months. So pamenezo chitira antenatal kuseteniyesi airport vananiuza timimba ikauka noti mukapapire pano mukaende kumwanawasa.
And husband Royd Amukena alleges that he vividly heard the sounds of a baby crying the moment he was called by the nurse, who informed him that his wife was not carrying anything in her womb.
Poyanka phone nenzombera munyansi kwenzolira mwana mane pane vanani muzaivo na nzeru zinasokonezeka naye ati mimba inakwanisa 9 months futi mimba ikulu apa lero wakambia ati mu mimba mulibe chilimo.
The couple want an explanation from the hospital over the whereabouts of their babies.
poenda ku theater vamapereka chabe munhu alibe mimba vangauze munhu amungamba kudhara ndiye kukamba ati mala kulibe chamene tapezamo nenifuna oziva chikulu chamene vanapeza mala mwanga vanirangiza
futi nifuna vana vanga ndava skani singa nami manje au kamwa wave wakamba ati mumala musi vanapezemo chili chonse muntu sunga ngambe muntu aina ungambe muntu palibe reason sopo ngamba muntu kali mufunika ati uziva chamene mungamba kuti muchosema.
And when contacted for a comment, Levi Mwanawasa Hospital has promised to engage the couple over the matter. Cherish Sibote for Camnet News, Lusaka.
Farmers in Chief Siachitemwa village in Kalomo district have expressed gratitude for the timely delivery of farming inputs. In an exclusive interview, one of the farmers, Maurice Musanda, says the timely supplying of farming inputs has significantly contributed to their agricultural activities. Meanwhile, Mr. Musanda has appealed to the government to invest in road construction to alleviate the transportation difficulties they encounter. He says farmers are facing hurdles in transporting their produce due to the poor road network.
Farmers in Chief Siachitemwa village in Kalomo district, Southern Province, are pleased with the prompt delivery of farming inputs. They say the timely support has significantly contributed to their agricultural activities.
The
government has really saved us. My only appeal to those that got fertilizer from FISIP is that we need to keep 20% of our youths for our consumption and not take everything to FRA because we need to feed our families.
20% atugasiye tukajane gurigwa ya mumigwashi yesu gute kwatutaga pengi mebo koguromba biyo kweromba gurindiswe tobarimi notwagabweza fertilizer go FISP.
Despite their appreciation for the inputs, farmers in the region are facing a challenge in transporting their produce due to poor road network.
Fertilizer bagatupa mujindi ijibotu kawutagwe breakdown pe twagashanga mujindi imapopwe.
Fertilizer was given to us in very good time. Without any breakdown, we planted our maize on time, and in most fields the maize is flowering. The only challenge we have is that some fields have been attacked by pests. Otherwise, we are thankful to government.
The farmers are now appealing to the government to invest in road construction to alleviate the transportation difficulties they encounter. Improved road would not only facilitate movement for agricultural produce, but also enhance overall connectivity in the region.
20% twabelesha gugulia ta consumption. Kona 80% pede tutitole go food reserve. Ono twatola ku food reserve chitu shupide malot.
We were told that from the yield we consume 20% and the other 80% we take to the food reserve agency, but the challenge we face taking our produce to FRA is the issue of road network. The roads are bad here, so we appeal to the government to work on the roads so that we take the maize to the FRA shed without difficulties. Otherwise, we will be prone to briefcase buyers who come to buy from us.
As farmers express joy over the timely provision of farming inputs in Chief Siachitemwa village, attention is now turning toward the need for improved roads. The appeal to government highlights the crucial role infrastructure plays in the success of agricultural activities. Miriam Kaemba, reporting for Camnet TV News.
The National Union of Public and Private Education of Zambia, NUPPEZ, has urged the government to reassess the boarding fees for the upcoming term. Speaking during a media briefing in Lusaka, NUPPEZ Executive President Victor Muyumba says boarding fees in government schools currently at 1,000 kwacha have remained unchanged for over 2 years, adding that it is insufficient given the rising cost of living. Mr. Muyumba suggests that the government should consider subsidizing the expenses for providing healthy meals to children in boarding schools nationwide. Meanwhile, NUPPEZ has opposed the introduction of a licensed examination by the Teaching Council of Zambia, TCZ for teachers, emphasizing that certain essential skills and qualities cannot be adequately assessed through such exams.
As pupils prepare to report for the first term of 2024, on 12th February 2024, the National Union of Public and Private Educators of Zambia has tipped government on issues to be addressed urgently. NUPPEZ Executive President Victor Muyumba has called on government to review the boarding fees for the coming term. Mr. Muyumba says the boarding fees in government schools, which have remained at 1,000 kwacha for over 2 years, is inadequate in view of the high cost of living for school authorities to sustain healthy feeding of the children. Speaking during a media briefing in Lusaka, Mr. Muyumba stated that it is for this reason that government should also consider subsidizing the cost of feeding the children in various boarding schools across the country.
As early as term 2 of last year, we saw that this 1,000 kwacha was slowly but surely becoming insufficient and not enough to run the boarding aspect of any school. The cost of living has gone up. This money is not enough, and what we are saying is this: government should do either review this particular fee or fund the boarding aspect of all the boarding schools in this country. Otherwise, children, to tell the truth, will not have good nutrition. And you can't remove good nutrition from the equation of education.
Mr. Muyumba has further opposed the introduction of the licensure exams by the Teaching Council of Zambia for teachers, saying skills and good manners, among others, cannot be determined in a licensed exam, saying the council should have consulted stakeholders in this regard.
Teaching Council of Zambia, just like any other stakeholder, must learn to consult unions before rushing to the media to talk about the policy direction they need to take. To learn that someone somewhere is thinking of putting up yet another exam, as if this exam has more curative and more potent powers than the exam that was written at the college or university. We find it disturbing. Even a truant teacher, even a crooked teacher can pass that licensure exam. A drunkard, who said a drunkard is not intelligent, who pass?
To local authorities, such as the Lusaka City Council, Mr. Muyumba sent a strong message regarding waste management in their jurisdictions.
The local authorities have failed this country. The local authorities are useless. And the most useless local authority, the most useless city council is Lusaka City Council. At my age, you don't expect me to mince my words. We are speaking with emotions because right now our children should have been learning. They should have been in schools. Our teachers should have been teaching. Whilst other countries are busy going about their activities, we should be the only ones complaining about cholera. This is uncalled for. It's not a good sign.
Vincent Piri for Camnet TV News, Lusaka.
The Advocates for National Development and Democracy, ANDD, says it is elated to learn that the largest copper deposits have been discovered in Zambia. The organization says it is more pleasing. What is more pleasing is that the investor, Josh Godman, has indicated that his company plans to invest $2 billion United States into the mining project that will be built at its Mingoba project. ANDD Executive Director Samuel Banda says this is a progressive development as it will contribute to the national socio-economic growth and create employment opportunities for Zambians. Mr. Banda adds that this will add value to the country's gross domestic product and help the government achieve its 3 million metric tons copper production target per annum by 2031. He said government should also ensure that it increases its stake in mining firms.
We are elated to learn that the largest copper deposits have been discovered in Zambia, and then the investor, Josh Goodman, plans to invest over $2 billion into the mining project that will be built at its Ningomba project. This is a progressive development as we believe that it will contribute positively to our national socio-economic growth. It is time for Zambians to benefit from their minerals with the huge global demand of minerals, especially copper. We believe that it is not just an opportunity for Zambians to meet the global demand, but also to benefit from their minerals. For some time, Zambians have benefited less from the mining sector, which is actually our primary sector. In this regard, we want to appeal to our government. We want to appeal actually to President Hage to ensure that these foreign investors investing in our mining sector prioritize giving business significant contracts to our local suppliers and contractors. We believe by doing so, we'll be able to promote commerce and trade and grow our domestic economy. Government should also ensure that through the ZCCMRH increases its stake in these mining investments if as a country we are to benefit optimally from these mining investments. Once again, we want to say that it is an opportunity for Zambians to benefit from their minerals, and that's the only way we can grow our domestic economy.
Citizens First Party President Harry Kalaba has called on his party leadership to mobilize the party at the grassroots levels in readiness of the 2026 general elections. Mr. Kalaba said this when he certified 31 Citizens First Party officials in various leadership capabilities after undergoing a one-month training.
Our desire is to work with the transformational leadership theory and the servant leadership theory, which they understand too well and are ready to execute. They understand the function that they have a duty to serve, as well as to be transformers of the nation to make the party a better place. Mr. President, these people are disciplined because they understand the need for discipline and protocol in the party.
I'm happy that this training program has been a success. I'm also happy that you, our leaders, were ready to sit and be guided through our party manifesto, through the requirements of leadership, even as you lead LUSAKA province. Therefore, I want to believe that whatever we have taken from this meeting, from this training, 3-day training you had, is going to benefit the party. They say actions speak louder than words. So I am confident myself that it is not really what you are learning which will tell us that you really went for a course or the certificates that you'll be receiving, but I want to believe it is what you'll be doing out there in the field.
Expertise, guidance, and dedication have been pivotal in providing us with a comprehensive and decisive training program. Their unwavering commitment to equipping us with the tools necessary to be effective leaders within our party is a testament to their passion for nurturing leadership excellence. Furthermore, I extend my sincerest thanks to all the participants for your unwavering commitment, active participation, and eagerness to learn throughout this program.
Over 50 traders operating at KAMWALA's Lama Market have sued the Lusaka City Council in the Lusaka High Court, seeking damages for the alleged illegal demolition of their market stores. Maxwell Molola and 53 others are also seeking damages for costs, loss of profit and business, demanding missing merchandise and goods, among other reliefs. Last year, the Lusaka City Council demolished various makeshift stores in Lusaka's central business district.
On Sunday, 3rd December 2023, the Lusaka City Council, in what it termed as a cleanup exercise, swung into action and demolished various makeshift stores in Lusaka's KAMWALA area, affecting Lama Market, a situation which was described as a bitter pill to swallow by those operating from the area, while the city fathers contended that their action was pure without malice and was only executing the law. Over 50 affected traders from Lusaka's Lama Market have sued the Lusaka City Council in the Lusaka High Court, seeking damages for the actions of the city fathers. The 54 traders who were operating at KAMWALA's Lama Market are seeking damages for the alleged illegal demolition of their makeshift stores. Maxwell Molola and 53 others are also seeking damages for cost, damages for loss of profit and business, demanding missing merchandise and goods, among other reliefs. In a statement of claim filed in the Lusaka High Court Principal Registry, the traders explained that they entered into tenancy agreements with the Lusaka City Council in 2014 and were issued with annual market station occupants permits, further explaining that the market stores and the drainage system was constructed at a total cost of 1 million kwacha. The traders, through their lawyer, Messrs. Likando Kalaluka and company, submit that they were dismayed and surprised that in December 2023, around midnight, the Lusaka City Council police swung to KAMWALA Lama Market and demolished their makeshift stores, and disclosed that the damage caused amounts to over 2 million kwacha. Nelson Zulu for Camnet News, Lusaka.
Opposition Patriotic Front Faction Secretary General Morgan Ngonga has asked the Lusaka High Court to dismiss the matter in which 7 PF members sued him and Material Member of Parliament Mao Sampa, seeking a declaration that the duo contravened party electoral regulations. Mr. Ngonga has told the court that the petition is a clear case of forum shopping, as none of the petitioners is or claimed to be Party Secretary General for them to sue the duo. In this matter, Mutoto Akafwaya, Emmanuel Mwamba, Godfrey Walia Mwamba, Chishimba Kamwili, Greyford Monde, Chitali Chilufya, and Brian Mundubile also want a declaration that the election of Sampa as party president was null and void.
Uncertainty is still the best friend of the former ruling party, as the eruption of wrangles has left members of the Green to question who the president is between the former head of state, Edgar Lungu or Mao Sampa. While the court is yet to determine the answer, in the latest turn of the boat, PF Faction Secretary General Morgan Ngona has asked the Lusaka High Court to dismiss the matter in which 7 PF members sued him and Material Member of Parliament Mao Sampa. In an affidavit in support of notice of motion to raise preliminary issues on a point of law, in this matter, Mutoto Akafwaya, Emmanuel Mwamba, Geoffrey Mwamba, Chishimba Kamwili, Greyford Monde, Chitalu Chilufya, and Brian Mundubile, all being presidential aspirants, want a declaration that the election of Mr. Sampa's party president is now and void, as it breached the party's electoral regulations. The 7 are also seeking an order quashing the election of Mr. Sampa as party president and the appointment of Mr. Morgan Ngona as party secretary general. They also demand an order quashing the changes made to the records of the party at the Registrar of Societies after October 24, 2023, and a permanent injunction restraining Mr. Sampa and Mr. Ngona from acting as party president and secretary general, respectively. But in an affidavit in support of notice of motion to raise preliminary issues on a point of law, Mr. Ngona states that the petition in its current form is irregular and does not confront the requirements of the law, the Faction Secretary General, however, questions whether the petition, having not been signed by the petitioners, is competently before the court, and whether the petitioners are seeking to increase chances of success by litigating the same issues before different courts. Nelson Zulu for Camnet News, Lusaka.
This is the main news on Camnet TV. We now take our first break.
Are you looking for a reliable and efficient courier company with international standards? Then let UPZ Courier, your trusted partner in swift and secure deliveries, be your ultimate choice. Whether it's a small package or a hefty consignment, UPZ Courier handles it all, locally and internationally. Our modern call center ensures personalized attention for every client. For seamless deliveries within Zambia and beyond, trust UPZ Courier. Call us now on +260-763-062-680 or visit us at plot number 15 Mwapona Road, Woodlands, Lusaka, Zambia. UPZ Courier, a world-class brand that can be trusted.
Potatoes, the unsung heroes of flavor. From crispy chips to creamy mash, potatoes are the versatile superstars of your kitchen. Grown with love by our dedicated workforce drawn from around the community of Palavana. Savenda Farm's commitment is to see to it that we have potatoes that are grown right, healthy, big and tasty. For that quick fix or big celebration or that meal that brings family together, top chefs rely on the Savenda potato to create culinary masterpieces. And for others, it's that icebreaker to a delightful conversation. So, embrace the magic of Savenda potatoes. They're not just a side dish, they're the heart and soul of your kitchen. Savenda, save nations, develop Africa.
It's a January back-to-school promotion bonanza at Darren Bay. Take advantage of our massive price discounts and turn your wonderful school-going kids into stars. With a cornrows hairstyle going at only 30 kwacha for kids below 13 years and 50 kwacha for kids above 13 years, your child is guaranteed that neat and trusted, classy look. This curly, knotless hairstyle is going for as little as 150 kwacha, from as high as 200 kwacha, wigs included. Now that's a classy saving. The sleek ponytail going at 80 kwacha from 120 kwacha makes your little one look like a true princess. Gift your pretty one with this lovely natural twist for as low as 60 kwacha from 100 kwacha, beads included. Now that's a cute saving. Your princess will look stunning in this curly ponytail at only 90 kwacha from the original 110 kwacha. Now that is a great deal. You will find us along Mosi Road, 4th Close, on the left after Kalikiliki Police Post in Ibex Hill, Lusaka. We are open from 0720 to 17 hours, 7 days a week. Call us for appointment bookings on 0772 870588 or WhatsApp on 0972 049213. Darren B, a touch of class.
Water is life. Each drop counts and each must be cherished. Our tried and tested product meets all international standards. With our smart drip technology, we aim to deliver precision irrigation designed to reduce blockage and wastage, ensuring a high yield. Renglow, your smart irrigation partner.
Thank you so much for still staying with us. We now continue with more news. The Zambia Revenue Authority, ZRA, has digitalized its payment processes, with 99% of payments currently being performed electronically. ZRA Corporate Communications Manager Oliver Nzala says the digitalization reflects the authority's commitment to transparency and modernization in the tax payment system. Mr. Nzala says the strategic shift towards electronic transactions is expected to create a streamlined, secure, and technologically advanced system for revenue collection. He adds that the digitalization of payments serves a comprehensive purpose, including reducing collection costs and expanding payment options.
The authority has digitalized its payment processes with 99% of the payments currently being performed electronically. Now, for us, this reflects, our commitment to innovation, efficient transparency, and also the aspect of modernizing the tax payment systems. And this shift towards electronic transactions is expected to create a streamlined, secure, and technological advanced system for revenue collection. Now, one other interesting aspect is that in December 2023, we did implement the integrated payment system, which led to the introduction of the customs payments on mobile platforms. The good part about this development is that it has created a move towards embracing digital solutions. As ZRA has leveraged the integrated payment systems along with platforms like the Tax on App, Tax on Phone Customs Portal, which is the Scuda World, the Tax Online Portal, and also WhatsApp Payment. The introduction of the IPS basically has played a pivotal role in making customs payments more accessible and convenient for taxpayers.
PANAS Institute Southern Africa has underscored the need for civil society and the media to partner in dissemination of simplified information on Zambia's debt status. Institute Executive Director Vusumizi Sifile says debt affects every citizen, but information on the matter is highly technical, limiting participation. Mr. Sifile says the media and CSOs are key in simplifying information on debt, as both are a form of advocacy. He was speaking during the opening of the Media and Civil Society Advocacy Planning Workshop in Lusaka Tuesday morning.
And I think as media practitioners, we fall into the bracket of those that don't belong to the world of graphs. But we have a duty to inform, we have a duty to educate citizens, to make citizens understand those graphs. Now, how do we do that if we ourselves don't understand them? So that's why we have this workshop, so that we jointly plan and say how best can we as media, working with civil society, simplify information on public debt. How can we help our citizens understand debt and play a part in demanding for accountability in its management. So PANAS, through support from the National Endowment for Democracy, we are implementing a project that is called Citizens Advancing Democratic Accountability in Zambia. And this project is looking at enhancing citizens' participation in advancing democracy, promoting public accountability and human rights. And we know that public debt, if you look at any manifesto, whether it's the opposition, whether it's the ruling party, any political campaign, the issue of debt features there.
The ruling UPND in Western Province has called on opposition political parties intending to attend this year's KAMWALA's fundraising dinner slated for Friday, 9th February 2024, to refrain from interrupting the event. Speaking during a press briefing, Mongu District UPND Youth Chairperson John Chinga cautioned against any interference during the event, emphasizing that legal consequences may follow. Meanwhile, UPND Provincial Vice Information and Publicity Secretary Lama Market highlighted the party's inclusive stance, welcoming the participation of all political parties in national events.
All of us, we are aware in Mongo, we are going to have a Convoca dinner, and then after that, we are aware that there's some opposition leaders who intend to come here in Mongo. As UPN youths, I think our government has given more freedom to each and everyone. Our colleagues in opposition are moving in everywhere, in all the corners of the country, saying whatever that they're trying to say, opposing the government and so stuff. And this time around, if there's some leaders from the opposition who wants to come to this event, we are not saying no. We are allowing everyone to come, but not to come and politicize here in the constituents. Opposition leaders who are intending to come here, I think something will be changed. As the youth chairman, I won't allow it, because this thing to happen in my constituents.
Unfortunately, we have reports that some political opposition parties, namely the PF and the Socialist Party, have organized a group of thugs who are intending to come and disrupt the Convoca dinner, fundraising dinner, so that the blame can be heaped on governments, blame the government that the government of His Excellency President Hakainde Hichilema, the New Dawn government, does not support the PRI. We want to warn the people who are actually having that uncivilized behavior, this barbaric, uncalled for behavior, that, if they break the law, and when the law visits them, they should not complain. Because the president has categorically said it that this government is a government of laws, and if you break the law, you are on your own. We want to urge the people of Western Province for the peaceful behavior that they have exhibited for quite a long period of time, and this should continue.
President Hakainde Hichilema has described the late Namibian president Hage Geingob, who died on Sunday, as a true global statesman. Speaking after signing the Book of Condolences at the Namibian Embassy, President Hichilema explains that in his line of duty as a statesman, President Geingob always emphasized the need for African leaders to always work hard towards the improvement of citizens' lives. The Zambian head of state said the late president realized the peace and stability and still is critical for economic growth and prosperity for all nations. Zanis has the details in this report.
Africa is in mourning following the demise of Namibian President Hage Geingob. Republican President Hakainde Hichilema has since taken time to commiserate with the people of Namibia when he visited the country's embassy in Lusaka to sign in the Book of Condolence. President Hichilema was received at the embassy by Namibia's Deputy High Commissioner to Zambia, Stanley Sadib. Speaking shortly after signing in the Book of Condolence, President Hichilema described President Geingob as a true global statesman.
So he was truly a brother, a Zambian, yes, Namibian, but a Zambian, a senior president in the SADC region and African Union, and truly an icon, a global leader, a freedom fighter, a true freedom fighter. He always talked about us presidents, leaders, governments doing the best for the people of Namibia, SADC region, Africa, and the global community. That's what he always reminded us about when we would have closed sessions. We must remember President Geingob by doing that which he stood for. Peace, security, stability is critical and will allow us to engage in time usage, resources usage, to engage in the developmental ticket agenda.
The president has since called for calmness among Namibians during and after the transition period, stating that the late Namibian president ought to be mourned with dignity and honor.
We wish the people of Namibia the best. Calmness during the transition. Transition has happened. I must congratulate President Nangolo Mbumba and the Vice President for assuming public office in those roles, because they've been in public office for long. But also we wish them during the funeral process time, and we would be happy to attend if that's acceptable to Namibians, the funeral of our elder brother. But we wish the people of Namibia the best. We in Zambia have experienced loss of sitting presidents twice. When President Mwanawasa left us, and then President Michael Sata in office. So we will share the little that we can with the people of Namibia.
And speaking later, Namibia's Deputy High Commissioner to Zambia, Stanley Sadib, said his nation is encouraged by the outpouring goodwill messages coming from all over the world.
Our constitution is a living document, and therefore the transition issue was very easy. That's why you have seen what you have seen, that after the untimely demise of our president, the vice president ascended to become the president, and then the new vice president was sworn in. So we have matured. So other countries should be able to learn from Namibia. It's not like what we observe in some other countries. When there is a situation like this, there's always chaos, but we have handled it very well.
President Geingob died on Sunday in the Namibian capital Windhoek, where he was receiving treatment for cancer. Namibia's Vice President Nangolo Mbumba has since taken over as Republican President, as prescribed by the constitution of that country. President Geingob lived in Zambia for 17 years when he served as director of the Namibia Institute of the University of Zambia. Namibia, a southern African country, is due to hold general elections in November this year. Kalan Muchima, reporting for Zanis in Lusaka.
We now take our final set of commercials. Do join me with the rest of the news after the break.
It's a January back-to-school promotion bonanza at Darren Bay. Take advantage of our massive price discounts and turn your wonderful school-going kids into stars. With a cornrows hairstyle going at only 30 kwacha for kids below 13 years and 50 kwacha for kids above 13 years, your child is guaranteed that neat and trusted, classy look. This curly, knotless hairstyle is going for as little as 150 kwacha, from as high as 200 kwacha, wigs included. Now that's a classy saving. The sleek ponytail going at 80 kwacha from 120 kwacha makes your little one look like a true princess. Gift your pretty one with this lovely natural twist for as low as 60 kwacha from 100 kwacha, beads included. Now that's a cute saving. Your princess will look stunning in this curly ponytail at only 90 kwacha from the original 110 kwacha. Now that is a great deal. You will find us along Mosi Road, 4th Close, on the left after Kalikiliki Police Post in Ibex Hill, Lusaka. We are open from 0720 to 17 hours, 7 days a week. Call us for appointment bookings on 0772 870588 or WhatsApp on 0972 049213. Darren B, a touch of class.
Water is life. Each drop counts and each must be cherished. Our tried and tested product meets all international standards. With our smart drip technology, we aim to deliver precision irrigation designed to reduce blockage and wastage, ensuring a high yield. Renglow, your smart irrigation partner.
And now for the rest of the news. In international news, Namibians held a candlelight vigil in the capital, Windhoek, on Monday evening to pay homage to their late president, Hage Geingob. The much-respected leader, who was receiving treatment for cancer, passed away on Sunday at the age of 82. One resident, Sydney Boyce, said he wept when he heard the news, adding that was the kind of relationship people had with Geingob. Geingob played a central role in what has become one of Africa's most stable democracies after returning from a long exile in Botswana and the United States as an anti-apartheid activist. Tributes continued to pour in from around the world for the late president, who was a soft-spoken man but firm on advancing Africa's agenda as an important stakeholder in world affairs. Here's a roundup of international news.
A nation in mourning. Namibians held a candlelit vigil in the capital of Windhoek on Monday evening to pay homage to their late president, Hage Geingob. The much-respected leader, who was receiving treatment for cancer, passed away on Sunday at the age of 82.
Personally, I got the message around 3 on Sunday morning. I wept. That is what many men have said. We wept. That is the relationship that we had with our late president. It was a personal, it was a relationship. Life is about relationship, and he related to people. He could connect with us as a nation, as people of this country.
One of Africa's most stable democracies, Namibia quickly sworn his deputy Nangola Mbumba as acting president to complete Geingob's term in office.
It's a very important thing that the Vice President, what he did, that he managed to tell the nation that he is taking over and passing on the baton to the next president. And this has also created a good atmosphere even for investment purposes from other countries who wish to invest in Namibia. This shows that there is democracy.
As Namibians pay their respects, Nangola will lead the country until March 2025, when the winner of the election set for November is expected to take office. Senegal's parliament on Monday voted to hold the country's postponed presidential elections on the 15th of December. The chaotic vote was passed by 105 MPs in the 165-seat assembly after opposition lawmakers were forcibly removed from the chamber. They've described President Macky Sall's unprecedented decision to delay the crucial vote, which was scheduled to take place on the 20th of February, as an institutional coup. Authorities on Monday restricted mobile internet access amid growing protests by opposition supporters against the delay. While outside Parliament, riot police fired tear gas to disperse demonstrators who were burning tyres. Analysts say the crisis is putting one of Africa's most stable democracies to the test at a time when the region is struggling with a recent surge in coups. Not an Italian prison, but the Ponte Galeria detention center for migrants near Rome. 14 people from 9 countries, including 6 African nations, have been arrested here for their alleged role in unrest on the weekend following the apparent suicide of a man from Guinea.
Nella maggior parte dei casi, però, queste persone
in most cases, these people will never be deported because there are no bilateral repatriation treaties with their countries of origin. So they remain stuck in these places that are worse than a prison for a very long time. The current government has extended the detention time up to 18 months. Probably this guy, Sila Usmani, got a very heavy blow from the extension of another 3 months of detention.
Colpo pesantissimo dalla proroga di altri 3 mesi della detenzione.
The riots began on Sunday shortly after the 21-year-old's body was found, with migrants setting their mattresses on fire and throwing objects at law enforcement officers. Margie says the centres are worse than prison.
Comunque sono molto meglio di un CPR.
Italian prisons are much better than a migrants' detention center because there is a prison regulation that guarantees certain activities, certain rights. In CPRs, all of that is skipped. People are locked in cages, divided by nationality, by ethnicity. There is nothing in the rooms but concrete and iron beds that are bolted to the floor. Despite a new fast-track procedure, officials say less than 3% of migrants landing in Italy without a visa are repatriated, and only half of those detained in centres like this are ever sent home.
Cameroon's Football Federation has rejected an offer by former star striker and its current president, Samuel Eto'o, to step down. He offered his resignation during a meeting in Yaoundé on Monday to evaluate the national team's performance at the Africa Cup of Nations. Members said they had confidence in him to continue with his plan for the reconstruction and development of Cameroon football at all levels. The 4 times African Player of the Year received their backing despite being dodged by claims of improper conduct, match fixing and corruption over the past year. The Confederation of African Football is currently investigating what it described as serious allegations from several Cameroonian football stakeholders against him.
Former star striker and president of the Cameroon Football Federation, Samuel Eto'o, at a meeting on Monday to evaluate the country's lackluster performance in the Africa Cup of Nations, its executive committee rejected his offer to step down. Members said they had confidence in him to continue with his plan for the reconstruction and development of Cameroon football at all levels. The 4 times African Player of the Year received their backing despite being dogged by claims of improper conduct, match fixing and corruption over the past year. The Confederation of African Football is currently investigating what it described as serious allegations from several Cameroonian football stakeholders against him. Meanwhile, coach Rigobert Song's future with the team remains uncertain after the 5 times champions failed to make it out of the round of 16 in the AFCON competition.
That's it for our news tonight. Here's a recap of the stories making headlines. LUSAKA woman stand as operation reviews empty womb after 9-month pregnancy. KAMWALA traders drag LCC to court over demolition of makeshift stores. NUPPEZ opposes Teaching Council of Zambia's licensure examinations over capacity fees. And in international news, Namibians pay homage to late President Hage GEINGOB. And in sports news, Cameroon Football Federation rejects president's offer to step down. Our verse of the day is coming from the book of Psalms 19, verse 14. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my redeemer. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Sylvia Zulu. Good night.